going on, everyone? It's the All Gaming blog here, bringing you guys some Black Ops 2 gameplay. Now, in this video I want to talk about gaming accessories. Do they really help you improve your gameplay? I want to go about most of the game accessories out there, starting with headsets, TVs, controller accessories and controllers, and you know, drinks and etc. Now, I wanna, for the ones that are more hardcore gamers or want to improve their game and just don't seem to be able to do it very well, there is certain accessories that you can get to help you out. Now, do they work or not? I guess we're gonna see. Now, let's start off with headsets. I'm gonna go over the pros and cons on how much they help, how much they don't help, and pretty much anywhere in between. Now, headsets. A lot of people will tell you if you get a good headset like a Turtle Beach, or even if you want to go as far as an Astro, you will be able to be what some people would call a sound whore. You'd be able to hear a lot of people better. Now, although I can agree with this to an extent, I can also say that lower your expectations. Now, you will be able to hear people better, but it takes a while to get used to it, like any other gimmick, like any other accessory. Now, don't expect to just spend $200 on a headset, put it on, and be immediately better at the game. That's not gonna happen. What might happen is, in the weeks that will come up, is you will get better at it. You'll start hearing a lot more, and you start paying more attention to your audio than other things. Now, yes, it does improve your ability to hear your enemies, but it also, in games, there's so much background noise going on that it's just, yes, you can hear them better, but you can also hear everything else better. You can hear the sounds, but explosions that deafen your ears, and it does improve to an extent. There's so much stuff on the background that you can hear that I mean, yes, you can hear a lot of your enemies better, but you can also hear other explosions better, which will kind of unbalances it up a little bit. So that's the main problem I have with the headsets. However, when comparing cheaper headsets to expensive ones, they are a great match. I mean, obviously, if you go for a more expensive one, you get for what you paid for. You get for a more premium sound. But if you go for a cheaper one, you're not gonna get that bad of an experience either. So I always say, you know what, go for one that is to your price range. Don't go for the cheapest one, but don't go for the most expensive one. Go for one that's somewhere in between. Just keep in mind, there's always something better and cheaper than what you have. Now, a lot of people shove down your throats these Turtle Beaches. Now, they're everywhere. They're just gonna shove down your throats. They cost from anywhere from $30, I suppose, to anywhere from $60 to like hundreds. And yes, they might be worth that price, but to me, there's always something better up there and something cheaper. You just gotta look for it. Now, moving on to the TVs. I'm gonna give you guys the pros and cons on TV. So, first of all, the size of the TV. A lot of people have problems with this. What's the perfect size for a gaming TV? Well, obviously the TV is far more for gaming, but what would be a perfect size for a gaming TV? A perfect size would be anywhere in the 20 inches. Anywhere from 23 inches to 27 inches size. Anywhere smaller than that, you're gonna have somewhat problems to see. Anywhere bigger than that, and you're gonna have to turn your head around, and if you stand too close to it or at a medium range, you're not gonna be able to get as much from it. To me, 19 inches to 23, I have a 23-inch flat screen. It's what works best for me. The brightness and the midtones are excellent, meaning that I can see enemies a lot better than I could before. But again, like the headsets, this takes time for you to adjust. Yes, you will be able to see somewhat better, but also you it takes time. Don't expect to just buy a $150 Sony Bravia TV with 3D features and whatever, and don't expect to just, you know, your KDR to improve drastically overnight. That's not going to happen. What can happen though is over time you'll be able to see your enemies better and faster, so you'll start to react faster. Now, yes, just because it means that you'll see him first, or you'll see him better, doesn't mean that you will react first. That has nothing. It doesn't improve your reflexes overnight. It will come with time, but it does aid you to get better reflexes. It aids you just to snap onto the targets faster, or better, not necessarily faster. But it is a big help, and it's not. One thing that I do not recommend is old TVs, old CRT TVs. They are not really meant for these games, mostly because, especially in Europe, in America is different. In Europe we use the 50 Hertz, and in America it's 60, I believe. What this means is the Hertz is the speeds at how many frames per second does the TV refresh itself. Now, video games play at 60 Hertz, most of them nowadays, at least in consoles. And if you got a TV that refreshes at 50 Hertz, then you're losing 10 Hertz right there. You're losing basically a lot of your refreshness, which means other players that have better TVs will see you first than you see them, or that bullet will just hit you one frame first than what you can actually see it. Now, if you can do well with CRT TVs and then move on to a flat screen, you're gonna immediately notice the difference, and you are going to immediately know, and you're just gonna get way better sooner. But it does take a while to adjust from one to the other. I used to, when I first started playing, obviously I started playing with the CRT TV, and when I moved to flat screens, I noticed the difference. It didn't came to me immediately. At first I just thought it's a waste of money because I'm not really, it's not better than what I was before. But with time, and now I can honestly say it is a lot better. Try to invest in a mediocrely good flat screen and you'll see the difference nearly immediately. Moving on to controllers. Yes, I'm talking about controller accessories and customized controllers. First of all, customized controllers. That's what I want to go first, because a lot of people consider this as cheating, even though some big companies say it's not cheating. It's better equipment. It's totally legal. Legal with quotation marks. I can tell you guys that custom controllers, what we call custom controllers today, might become the regular controllers tomorrow. Because what happens is, it's just a few more buttons and tweaks that are added to normal controllers to make them better. Now, obviously, companies that spend millions upon millions of dollars developing these controllers and, you know, giving them patents and stuff, don't want to admit that they might have a little bit better. They could have improved it better in the design overhauls, but it is considered. It can be considered unfair at the moment, because the support that we have are for standard controllers. If you're gonna bring something that wasn't specifically supposed to support it, then obviously the player that does have a custom controller is gonna have a very unfair advantage upon you. Which means the prone shooting that happens a lot, and all the other bullcrap, the rapid firing mods and all the other shit that happens, honestly not supposed to happen, because it's crap. You know, the game is not meant to be played with that controller. Playing with that controller brings an unfair advantage, and although people that buy them don't see it as cheating, because obviously, you know, they just see themselves as having a better equipment. To me, I see it as cheating at the moment. Yes, it is. It is a very unfair advantage to some people to just have a modded controller. But oh well, you know, you might still do well, you might still not do well. Now, going to controller accessories, something that you can add to a normal controller, is a completely different thing. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about control freaks. Control freaks are basically small attachments that you can put on your thumbsticks to extend them, basically increasing your range of mobility. Again, this is this is less considered like cheating and more considered as just an aid for you. Basically, on the PC, you have a wide ass sensitivity. You have a whole table if you want to, because with the mouse, you grab it, you can just move it back, forwards, whatever. You have a very wide area. On the thumbstick, you have a very, very, very small area. Again, this might seem unfair to PC players, to console gamers, players, but it's. I mean, I've played with a control freak. People that play with them can't play without them, and again, it is a good attachment. It does definitely increase your accuracy. It doesn't really increase it by that much, but it does increase it a little bit. It just makes it you can play it at a higher sensitivity, and you can just snap on targets a little bit better. Not faster, not anything, but a little bit better. And a downside of this is obviously it takes time to adjust, just like any other attachment that you might get or any other accessory. Just like a TV or a headset, it takes time for you to adjust to it. You might take a day for you to adjust, might take a week for you to adjust, but it takes time to adjust to it. So obviously you gotta keep that in mind when you buy any accessory. It does increase a little bit, and their prices aren't too high right now. And it does help with a lot of stuff, a lot of things that are wrong, especially on Xbox 360 controllers. Some people don't like the thumbsticks on them, me included, because I think they are crap. They come out a lot. After I am in like an hour-long gaming section on my Xbox 360 controller on the PC, I have bits of the thumbstick or bits of rubber everywhere on the thumbstick, and that's just very annoying to me. So I personally don't really like the Xbox 360 controller. I do prefer the PS3, and that's why they somehow have that fix on the control freaks, which they fix that thumbstick, and also a rounded edge is better than a concave one for to move around. Another downside of this is you need to have big hands. That's what everybody's gonna tell you about these control freaks. If you have small hands, you're not gonna adjust very well. To me, I don't have big hands, but I do have long fingers, so I adjust myself pretty good. But I don't know, I just find them really a bit awkward to use, so I just use the regular thumbsticks. That's just my opinion on things. Moving on to another accessory not many people talk about, which is gaming drinks. Now, what they're gonna tell you is these gaming drinks are basically high carbonated, high caffeinated, high sugarized drinks, that's energy drinks basically, that just heighten your basically make your reflexes higher. Now, this is true to an extent, but people that do buy these drinks to have their basically improve their KDR are again a little bit I'm not gonna say stupid, of course, but I'm gonna say a bit suicidal, because these drinks are very harmful to your health, and you're gonna put your health at risk for a video game just to improve yourself in a video game. I don't think that's worth it. The cons are much higher than the pros in this area, in the sense that I'm gonna honestly say I improve my I'm a coffee drinker. I don't do that too much, but I do drink a few cups of coffee a day. Basically, I have insomnia. I don't sleep very well at night, if at all. So during the day, if I don't have any coffee, then I'm just like a zombie. I'm really tired. So I need drink to keep me somewhat alert in the daytime. So I do see that when I have a cup of coffee before or whilst playing the game, my reflexes get a bit sharper. I snap on faster to the enemies, and generally my KDR is a little bit improved. But yeah, honestly that's just improves. I have tried energy drinks before to do it, and it gets me hyper, it gives me headaches, but it does not improve my KDR at all. Again, it might be one of them things that it would be better if you do it more often, but again, I would not recommend anybody to do it more often, because it's just gonna give you tons of headaches. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it somewhat informative. I might talk about more of this in the near future. For the time being, that's all I want to talk about. Again, accessories that you might want to use to improve yourself. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Give it a like if you like this video at all, and thanks a lot for watching. Peace.